So kule video le sifuna find the equation of the tangent to the circle x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals to 17 at point 1:1. So the problem there treat it as singadraw diagram yakhona sithi sine circle kanje and its center yale circle yethu is 2 is to negative 3 from the equation there yale circle. So nasifuna my coordinates a center as 2 is to negative 3, right? So but is a tangent at point 1:1. So this point 1:1 actually somewhere up. So this is point 1:1, right? And now intercifuna is the equation of the tangent, and the tangent line el tinta is circle by 1. So the tinta at that point, which is 1:1, that coordinate. So nasifuna equation of a line or an equation of a tangent. It is in the form of y equals to mx plus c, right? So integral sitholela melestole gradient nasicedela postole nale constant, the value of c, right? So singayithola njani gradient yale line? So between these two points, it's a line which is a radius, right? And the radius, from theory, the radius is perpendicular to the tangent, right? And if number line I2 are perpendicular, let's say we have AB and then we have CD, right? So if number line I2 are perpendicular, the gradient of AB is equal to the gradient of CD or DC, right? So if they're perpendicular, when you multiply them, akuneza -1. So in this case, singakhona ukuthola i-gradient yale line there of the radius, right? And nasi multiply nale gradient le tangent, mele kusineza -1. So let's calculate the gradient of the radius. Gradient of the radius is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Gradient is equal to y2 singathi lo 1, and then y1 singathi lo -3, right? So it's 1 minus -3, and then x2 is 1 divided by -2. So i-gradient yethu yelapha izothi 4 over -1, right? So the gradient of the radius is -4. So sithola njani i-gradient yale line lena? Sithe multiply i-gradient yale radius nale gradient yale tangent, mele sineze -1, right? And i-gradient yale radius sesinayo, which is -4, and manje sesifuna i-gradient yale tangent. So nasifuna i-gradient yale tangent, so dividing on -4 is dividing on -4, and the gradient of the tangent is equal to 1/4. So in this case sesinayo manje gradient, which is 1/4. So kushote i-value ka c, the value of c singayithola sisebenzisa i-point eli1 which is on the tangent, and basitshelela ukuthi 1:1 is on the tangent and it is also on the circle. So singasebenzisa le point leli for ukuthola the value of c. Lasibona khona y, so substitute 1, which is the value of y, and lasibona khona x, so substitute 1 nakhona, and we can get the value of c. So the value of c is at 1. Nasithatha lo 1/4 times 1 nasumixa ngale is at -1/4. That is c. So the value of c is 1 minus, the value of c is 1 minus 1/4, right? And which is positive 3/4. So the equation of the line or the equation of the tangent is y is equal to 1/4 x plus 3/4.